Hello class. Today we are going to cover a number of topics on ADD and ADHD. These topics include an overview of both diseases, the population most affected by these diseases, and a general cause for the diseases. Let's see. My objectives are, upon completion of the lesson, participants will be able to define ADD and ADHD. After completing the lesson, students will name at least 5 signs and symptoms of ADD and ADHD. And after completing this lesson, students will write down at least one statistic covering ADD, ADHD. So, first things first, what is ADD, ADHD? It is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It is a disorder that appears in early childhood. ADHD makes it difficult for people to inhibit their spontaneous responses that can involve everything from movement to speech to attentiveness. Some signs and symptoms of ADD, ADHD. Your child does not pay attention well to details. They make careless mistakes. They have trouble staying focused and are easily distracted. They appear not to listen when spoken to. They have difficulty remembering things and following instructions. They have trouble staying organized, planning ahead, and finishing projects. And they get bored with a task before it's completed. There are many effects that ADD, ADHD has on your child, and those can be anything from difficulty in school, learning, paying attention, to making friends at school or outside of school. Your child may have issues making friends and may feel isolated from his or her peers because they are labeled as the problem child. They may have trouble concentrating in school, which causes them to have low grades. Our first learning activity is going to be a video on ADD, ADHD, and how it affects a child's everyday life in school and at home. And this is when I let the class watch the video. Then once the video is over, I take about 10 or 15 minutes to ask questions and let them give me answers. My questions after the video would be, name 2 ways that your child could be negatively affected by ADD, ADHD. The second one would be, how can you tell the difference between a normal active child and a child with ADD, ADHD? And the third one would be, name 2 possible causes of ADD, ADHD. Let's see, moving on, we have a couple of slides here on statistics of ADD, ADHD, and children that are diagnosed with the disease each year in the United States. Of these slides, we have from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is where these slides came from. And it says here that parents report that approximately 9.5% of children ages 4 to 17 years of age, which is my general target audience, have been diagnosed with ADHD as of the year 2007. The percentage of children with a parent-reported ADHD diagnosis increased by 22% between 2003 and 2007. The highest rates of parent-reported ADHD diagnosis were noted among children covered by Medicaid and multiracial children. So that gives you a better idea of who exactly is seeking diagnosis and seeking treatment. Let's see here. State-based is another